Ever say the word treat, and suddenly your cat launches itself off the windowsill like it heard a dinner bell only it can hear? And yet, when you tell them get down or stop, they just blink at you like you're speaking dolphin. So what's really going on? Believe it or not, your cat isn't ignoring you out of spite. In fact, science says they're a lot smarter than they let on. According to a 2019 study from the University of Tokyo, cats can recognize human words, including their names. But here's the twist. They just don't feel socially obligated to respond. Unlike dogs, who were bred to be obedient companions, cats evolved as solitary hunters. Independence is kind of their whole thing. But mention something edible? That's when the real magic happens. Words like treat, snack, dinner, or shuru are like secret spells. Your cat isn't just reacting to the sound. They're remembering a whole experience. The sound of a treat bag, your footsteps toward the cabinet, your excited tone, even the timing of the day. It's not just the word, it's the vibe. This is called associative learning. Basically, your cat becomes a pattern detective. Say treat every time you grab the bag, and your cat connects the dots. That's why you can whisper it from across the house and still summon them like a snack-seeking missile. Some cats are so good at this, they'll even respond when you spell the word T-R-E-A-T. Others will bolt into the room at the sound of a can opening, any can, even beans, just in case. Why risk missing out? Want to test it? Try saying treat in a bored tone. Then say something random like avocado in your excited treat voice. Watch what happens. Does your cat react more to the word or the mood? Cats don't learn language like humans. They're not memorizing definitions, they're decoding emotional signals. That includes tone, rhythm, routine, and rewards. Behaviorist Dr. Kristen Vitale found cats even respond to food-related words spoken by strangers, as long as the tone and context feel familiar. So yes, your cat may ignore your heartfelt "I love you," but perk up instantly at the word snack from your roommate. Some cats even create their own dictionary. One TikTok cat reportedly responds only to the phrase "little fishy time," while another runs full speed if their owner says, "Want a nom?" Bottom line, cats know what treat means, not like a dictionary, but like a vibe, like a routine, like a promise of joy. So let's flip the question. What's your cat's magic word? Is it snack? Num-num? Pouchy time? Drop it in the comments. We're building the feline vocabulary one funny phrase at a time. You say their name. They blink. You say it again. They blink slower. Are they ignoring you? Or actually saying hello in cat? Let's break one myth. Your cat knows their name, like really knows it. In a groundbreaking study by Dr. Atsuko Saito from the University of Tokyo, researchers tested how cats respond to their names, even when spoken by strangers. The result? Cats flick their ears, turn their heads, and twitch their tails when they heard their name versus other random words. That's not coincidence. That's recognition. But recognition isn't the same as obedience. This isn't a dog. Think of dogs as golden retrievers in a group project. They want you to like them. Cats? They're the student who skips class but still aces the final. When your cat hears their name, they're not necessarily coming over, but they are listening. They might even be answering, just in cat logic. A slow blink? That's affection. A flicking tail? That's "I heard you, but I'm napping." Cats have their own body language dictionary, and we're just learning to read it. Want to test it? Say your cat's name in 3 ways: in a high-pitched baby voice, in your usual tone, in a flat bored voice. Notice the difference. Most cats respond best to soft, sweet tones, especially the kind we instinctively use when talking to babies or, well, cats. But here's where it gets even cooler. Cats don't just know their name, they know your habits. If you always say their name before feeding or playing, they associate it with joy. Their name becomes a signal, a tiny moment of anticipation. Some cats even learn the names of other pets or people. Say, "Where's Luna?" and watch your cat glance toward Luna's bed. That's not random, that's feline detective work. Now let's talk food. Or rather, food words. Words like treat, snack, dinner, or eat are top-tier vocabulary in the feline brain. Why? Because they lead to immediate rewards. Cats learn through repetition and reward. Say snack every time you give them a treat, and they'll start reacting to the word, even from another room. Say dinner while filling their bowl, and that sound becomes a dinner bell. Some cats even pick up the sounds of packaging. The shake of a treat bag, the crinkle of a pouch, the beep of a can opener. They turn these mundane noises into rituals of joy. And yes, your cat might ignore "I love you," but they'll sprint across the house at the sound of num-num. It's not personal, it's just priorities. Let's do a fun challenge. Say a nonsense word like "zoogle" in your best treat voice. Then say snack in a flat tone. Which gets more attention? You'll be surprised because for cats, meaning nasa, tone plus context plus repetition. They're not just listening to what you say, but how and when you say it. So next time your cat doesn't come when called, don't take it personally. They probably heard you. They're just deciding if it's worth the trip. Spoiler, it usually is. If there's food involved, you shout, "No!" Your cat freezes, looks at you, and then knocks the glass off the table anyway. Classic? It's not that your cat didn't hear you. It's not even that they didn't understand. They did. They just decided it wasn't a good enough reason to stop. Welcome to the feline brain. Cats actually do understand negative commands like no. In fact, they might understand them better than dogs in some ways, but they respond completely differently. Where dogs are eager to please, cats are strategic thinkers. They don't obey automatically, they calculate. Here's how it works. Step 1, you say no. Step 2, your cat hears your tone and instantly knows you're upset. Step 3, they assess the situation. Step 4, they decide whether stopping is worth it. It's not defiance, it's decision-making. A fascinating 2023 study from the University of Helsinki found that cats who frequently ignored no actually scored higher on problem-solving tests. Translation? The more stubborn your cat seems, the smarter they might be. Because ignoring no isn't about being bad, it's about thinking for themselves. Let's say your cat is scratching the couch. You shout, "No!" They pause. They look at you. Then they do it again. Why? Because in their mind, scratching the couch is more rewarding than your disapproval. Or maybe they learned that no is just background noise. You say it, but nothing ever follows, so they tune it out. Some cats even test boundaries just to see what happens. You, "No." Cat knocks over your water bottle. You, "Seriously?" Cat blinks slowly. They're not being evil, they're experimenting. Cats are constantly analyzing cost versus reward. They don't care about approval, they care about experience. If doing something naughty results in something interesting, like noise, attention, or texture, they'll likely do it again. So how do you make no actually work? Here's the secret. Don't just say no. Redirect. Instead of yelling no when your cat scratches your couch, offer them a scratching post right away. Praise them the moment they use it. This creates an association. Couch, cause no reward, post, happy human and possible treat. You can also try different tones. Researchers have found that cats respond more to quiet disappointment than loud anger. A calm, disappointed no is often more effective than shouting. It signals social withdrawal, not aggression, which cats instinctively understand. Want to try a fun experiment? Say no in 3 ways. A loud, firm voice. A soft, disappointed tone. Your usual tone, but followed by offering an alternative. Watch how your cat reacts. You might be surprised which one works best. At the end of the day, your cat isn't ignoring you to annoy you. They're just weighing the situation. They're mini philosophers in fursuits, asking themselves, is this worth it? So next time your cat seems to defy you, don't get mad. Get clever. Because the truth is, your cat doesn't need training, they need negotiation. You call your cat. Nothing. You crinkle a treat bag, and suddenly they appear like a furry ninja from behind the curtains. Sound familiar? Let's talk about 2 powerful phrases that can change the way you bond with your cat. Come here and good job. Word 4. Come here now. Imagine you say, come here. Your cat glances at you, and then licks their paw and walks the other way. Don't take it personally. Cats can learn to respond to this phrase, but only if they believe there's something in it for them. They're not ignoring you, they're assessing ROI. Return on interaction. Dr. Sarah Ellis from International Cat Care found that with consistent, positive reinforcement, cats can respond to come here with up to 80% reliability. But here's the trick. You can't use come here just when you're about to trim their nails or take them to the vet. That's how the phrase becomes cursed. Instead, say come here before something great, like feeding time, a snuggle session, or play with their favorite toy. Consistency is key. If your cat learns that come here lets us good things, they'll eventually come running, maybe even before you say it. It's called anticipatory behavior. Their brain remembers past rewards and responds even when the treat isn't visible. And here's a fun twist. Some cats will even start coming when you call other pets' names, just to make sure they're not missing out. Word 5. Good job. Now let's talk about something that might melt your heart. Your cat might actually care more about praise than snacks. Yep. A 2021 study from Oregon State University showed that many cats preferred human interaction and praise over food, especially when it came from someone they trust. So when you say good kitty in that sweet sing-song voice, they're not just hearing sounds, they're picking up your tone, your facial expression, and your body language. They're reading your soul. Cats are incredibly tuned in to emotional signals. They can tell if you're genuinely proud or just pretending. Dr. Kristen Vitale, who led the study, found that cats who received regular verbal praise built stronger emotional bonds with their humans and were more likely to seek out affection. It's not just words, it's a ritual, a connection. Think about how you start your day. Do you say good morning to your cat every day in the same voice? That pattern creates a safe, predictable, emotional rhythm. Over time, it becomes part of your bond. Try it. Say good job whenever your cat uses the litter box, plays gently, or even curls up beside you. You're not just rewarding behavior, you're reinforcing the invisible thread that ties your hearts together. Because for cats, love isn't shown with tricks. It's shown through trust and tone. Now it's your turn. How many of these 5 words does your cat actually understand? And do they have their own secret word that gets them sprinting across the room? Drop it in the comments. We want to hear every quirky nickname and magical phrase. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe for more cat wisdom every week. Because when we speak their language, they don't just listen, they love us back.